You just needed the banana. Hi, it's Ronald off the record. I'm going to react to the third episode of Heated Rivalry. I am excited. I'm liking the show a lot so far. I am a lawyer with the civil rights group BAM, By Any Means Necessary. I do videos on entertainment I enjoy. I seek to bring analysis, heart, humor, and the experience of a gay Gen Xer to the conversation. And I'm also known as the Byler lawyer. Byler is the romantic ship of Mike and Will from Stranger Things, and we were queer-baited, folks. And part of the reason I'm watching this show is not only because it's current and popular and the guys are hot and a lot of people are talking about it, but also it's kind of like vomiting out the upside down particles from my throat after watching Stranger Things. I'm gonna make some more content on Stranger Things, by the way, criticizing some decisions in the last season. Well, anyway, this is about Heated Rivalry, folks. That's what you tuned in for. I am wondering what's going on with Ilya, why he's being emotionally closed off to Shane. And after reading through some comments and interacting with my Patreon supporters after episode 2, it just dawned on me that two people, to us, it was apparent, at least to me, it was apparent that in the first episode, they had romantic feelings for each other. But I did not think of the fact that, given that they're closeted, that they are seeing this as only physical and may not have fully accepted that this is love. And I don't know if Shane even accepts that is bisexual even. This could just be like, getting off, and he might, and he sees his future and he definitely sees his loyalty being his family and his country at the moment. So that's interesting. Shane, I feel like, is farther along in terms of realizing who he is. But anyway, we'll see. This is all kind of speculation. So let's get on to the episode. I think I saw the thumbnail, which is gonna, maybe Hunter on Shane's scene is gay or bi. And that would explain why he looked sympathetically at Shane when Russia's homophobia was brought up when they were in the Olympics. We will see. And if you're wondering what my shirt is, I won this at a family Christmas party. And I thought it was appropriate for my continuing quote-unquote hot arc as I watch this explicit series. Okay, now on to the episode. Here we go. All right, this is definitely a Scott Hunter episode. Ah, that would be why Hunter asked him your boy Rosanoff. Maybe he already suspects the two of them. Wait, is this a flashback? It's a flashback. Sorry, I realized I had to fix my layout. Good thing I fixed it early. Oh, POV! Change of POV! For the Admirals. Wait, 4 months before the Olympic?
He's in a fog. His passes aren't connecting. And he's already been announced as Team USA captain at the Olympics in Russia.
Oh my god, if you're a celebrity, I'm not saying I'm a huge celebrity, but you gotta learn to sometimes just disconnect. Interesting, we got some new narrative techniques for changing point of view and going back in time. Is he not recognizable?
When I make it for myself in the morning, I add a banana.
Oh, so you're kind of wild.
This is all very sex and gay coded.
Wouldn't be the first time somebody's told me that.
Hello.
Sounds pretty good. Yeah. Blueberry with banana.
Banana.
I'll take that.
As a lawyer, I've learned to analyze closely things for evidence. And I'm seeing some symbols here. Put that banana. He's probably looking at his glutes.
Oh, you weren't kidding. It's really hot.
Oh, yeah. The banana makes a big difference.
Everything's better with the banana.
Guess it must.
Oh, come on. Just trade numbers.
Was that Scott Hunter?
Was that what?
Scott Hunter, the hockey player.
I'm a little surprised how openly he felt he could do that. I guess other gay people he flirts with know not to out somebody like him. That seemed pretty risky.
Look, he's on the TV right now.
He didn't recognize him before, but now he's a fan of hockey. Oh, what? Is that his first goal of the season? Because he had some gay flirt action? It's interesting that we're now moving the lens back, the camera back, and looking at other players. It draws attention that it's about not just two people, but I guess this is obvious, but about the state of homophobia and masculinity and heteronormativity in sports, men's sports.
Nice to see you again, Kip.
Nice to see you again.
Oh my god, that's so forward.
You're Scott Hunter, right?
I am.
This is awesome.
When something goes right with my game, I try to repeat it, and then I try to perfect it.
And part of why he scored was because he got some banana. So if he does the same thing, or maybe doubles the banana, or increases the banana recipe somehow, then he's going to do even better. I like it.
Was that?
Yes, it fucking was.
This is what friends are for. When you're gay, you're always doubting, one, is this person, at first you learn to doubt yourself and think you're not attractive. But two, it's dangerous to flirt because you don't want to expose yourself, get disappointed, and, mathematically most guys are straight. You need that friend, you need that buddy, whether it's another gay guy or it's a girl, to be your wing person. Anyway, I'm just relating to this. It's nice to see, okay, we've had the closeted hockey player experience, but now we're seeing some, a guy who's out and queer, farther along the road of queer joy. Was that some cologne commercial? I don't know what that was. Seeing Shane with lightning strikes.
Come on, if you don't know when his next home game is, how are you going to plan your next shift? They play at home again on Saturday. Are you working?
Fuck. No.
Fix that.
Fix it! Can a big star get away with just jogging in the street like that? In the commercial zone? Is that true? I'll suspend my disbelief a little. He's like the captain of the team. He was the captain of the US team, or was going to be.
Didn't know if you,
He's so
it's
flustered.
see you.
Hello!
Extra banana.
Extra.
May I drink this here?
May I stay here? This is all very flirting.
You're not worried about breaking your routine?
Turns out I'm too lazy to be a serial killer.
What are they talking about? What? Okay, he was looking at some art history thing.
But isn't a serial killer someone who kills multiple people, minimum of 3? But
Why is murder
period.
a way to flirt with this person?
Someone who kills multiple people, minimum of 3, but over a period of time, not all at once. Do you want to come to my game tonight? I have 2 seats. No one's taking them, so I mean, if you want.
Yeah.
Scott's nervousness suggests this is like a first time. Interesting. So they're talking about serial killers, workout routine, not shaving as part of a routine. Does that make you a better hockey player? I don't know. I don't understand.
Yeah, I want.
Say yes.
That wasn't to me. That was.
He just nodded at you. Wake up, for fuck's sake.
It's so funny that the friend is so like, he totally likes you, but he's in denial. It's a very relatable thing.
Too bad you can't play at home every night, right?
Oh, they just lost.
Go fuck yourself, Rosenoff. It's more fun if you're there.
Do athletes do that to each other? Be assholes? I guess there's a understanding.
Hope next time we play, you decide to show up. Starting to sound like them.
Wait, I'm confused. I thought these two are on the same team.
You fucking heard me, Honda.
What the fuck is that supposed to mean?
Well, there's something you're really
Oh.
you see, especially after the final whistle.
Okay, well, it's with the dry cleaning in my closet, so why are you freaking
Man, everyone has this, like, these super athletic physiques in this show. Even the non-athletes. It's so obvious.
But do you have the time to grab a bite with me, like when this thing is over?
Tonight.
Yeah.
Yes?
With you.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Are they gonna kiss? Like right now? I would.
That's a long line. Is it worth it?
How would you feel about ordering in?
I'm surprised that I thought Scott's closeted. Like, why would he go to a restaurant? He's a celebrity, There could be a single photograph taken. Anyway, I'm liking the show so far, but there's a few, plot holes for me.
Wow, you are so beautiful.
you think you're into me?
I'm so into you. I can't stop thinking about you.
I didn't want to wake you. And I just thought since you have your game tomorrow, you know.
Can you stay?
Oh.
Yeah.
I learned at some point that the expectation is to not stay over. I'm like, that. I don't know. It's nice to cuddle. Hello. I guess I'm old-fashioned. Making a smoothie.
Did I wake you? I meant to surprise you, and I was gonna go out and get stuff, but I looked in your fridge and you basically had all the ingredients.
Oh. Can I?
Absolutely. I should probably go.
What if you didn't? I'm gonna say a bunch of things, okay? And I know I'm too intense, everyone tells me that, but I can't help it.
I mean, it seems like Kip is like, you know, accepting he's like just a kind of a one-time thing, because this is a hockey player, super famous, he can get whatever guy or girl he wants, and kind of leaving it for Scott to, you know, decide to make it more. And Scott, anyway, I'm not sure what Scott sees in him. Honestly, sure, he's hot to Scott, but I don't know. I'm a little confused because I thought this was Scott's first time with a guy, and so it's not clear to me what his connection to Kip is. I guess I'll wait to find out more.
I never do this. Never brought anyone back here. Like, ever.
Huh.
And I can't come out, like, not right now. Too many people depend on me for too much, and it would fuck everything up.
And that's another thing Kip's thinking about, too. This can't be a relationship. Or, you know, if it were a relationship, it would be problematic because you can't be out and open, you know? It would make you closet yourself, or you'd have to have a secret life, or part of your life be secret.
And I know that you barely know me, so why would you even consider something this probably fucked up? Like, I want you to stay, so I'm asking for what I want. I want you to be here when I come home from my game tonight. I want you more than I've wanted anything in a long time.
It's just really sad, though, to have a secret. There's a question of would Kip accept it? Like, what's Kip's decision? Because I could see, you know, I could see someone saying yes to this, and as long as you create a wall so that you're not sucked in, but maybe that's not possible. Scott seems to be really, really emotionally, like, anyway, it's complicated. I've never been in this situation. It might be the best for both of them not to get too much into it, because Scott seems to really like him and maybe shouldn't, if he's not prepared to be out, fall in love with someone he has to keep in the closet. I don't know.
I think I'd love to be here when you get back.
Oh. Okay, we're gonna have a montage.
Where has he even been?
Oh, please. I saw you 3 days ago. Oh my god, guys, he's a customer. He's not my boyfriend. I don't have a fucking boyfriend.
Oh my god, he's keeping it secret even from his closest friends. That's kind of crazy. Because they would keep the secret, right? They wouldn't want their good friend to lose his, you know, whatever he's getting from Scott Hunter. The usual.
Extra banana.
What's that?
College.
It's an artist I love.
I should buy some art.
We don't have to do this.
That's cool.
Is he like wearing the sunglasses to hide who he is? It's not gonna work.
Not on the fireplace wall, but on the way to the bedroom, I think it would. Sorry,
This is gonna end with Kip dumping him. I mean, there's just problems with this. I mean, it would suck too for your closeted boyfriend to throw you under the bus in some key moment. You know, oh, you know, because they got to protect their career, whatever they're doing.
So are you two just browsing or shopping to buy? Or...
Oh, I think we're just browsing right now. Yeah, thank you.
Excuse me.
Yeah, if you don't want to do it, why'd you come along? Should have come along.
I'm really sorry. I thought I could do that. I wanted to. It's okay. No, it's not. I know it's not.
Oh.
I saw them at a bodega and I thought they looked like your smoothie.
Socks that look like a smoothie? Oh.
I love them so much.
The bananas. Oh, he's sending a picture. So cute.
Hunter hasn't scored twice in an away game since last season.
You just needed the banana.
Say it out loud.
Say what?
I thought he was going to be open to his close friends about this. It's just hard to... How do you keep that from them, you know? They're going to know. They're going to figure it out. Especially if you're like, you know, geeking out over the hockey games.
Okay.
And he's flirting with you at the smoothie bar.
You're in love with him.
I'm not in love with him.
You are. Obviously, I'm not going to tell anyone, but
Yeah.
Kip.
He can't come out right now.
Okay, so she didn't know he was even seeing Scott.
He can't come out right now, okay? He really wants to. He's amazing, and I've never been happier. Honestly,
What's the plan, babe?
I don't know.
Surprise for you in my closet. Symbolism.
Hey, Dad.
You gonna be making an appearance here at some point in the near future, or?
Aw.
Yes, I will. I'm gonna come for dinner this week, I promise. Barry's always been an asshole.
Who taught you to talk like that?
You did. You taught me to talk like that. And,
Sweet relationship
nothing
between
in the
them.
mail, right?
Is this the closet? Aww.
He's here.
You need to chill out.
So it's a fundraiser that she's running? Okay.
What changed? You mean a nice girl or something?
Oh, did he just like jump from, oh, you're performing well in the game, so to you must have found a girl? That's interesting. I don't know how people draw that conclusion so quickly. Was his being single a big point, like that was known by this guy?
Your mom especially. She would have just been thrilled.
Excuse me.
Aww. Are they not around anymore?
Pleasure, Scott.
You look beautiful. You both do.
that was a big flub. Does he even know that those two are friends? And that she would keep that whether she would keep that a secret?
Okay, if I go get more
Step
drinks,
away.
you promise to start talking, Christopher?
Yes, of course.
Great. Another beer, Scott?
That'd be lovely, thank you. Looking forward to the after party, honestly.
Okay. You have to not talk too long because you don't want to get into a situation where he has to deny it, like step away from you. It's super awkward. Check in, talk about where we're going to meet up afterward. And that's it. You don't need these uncomfortable conversations in public view if you're going to go this way.
Elena knows. I'm sorry.
Yeah, kind of got that. She's discreet, right?
Yeah, totally. She kind of figured it out, and I guess I had to tell someone.
It's okay. We should leave early as soon as I do my speech.
Not before you dance with me. I want to dance.
Elena's a killer.
So,
Elena's very, anyway. It's a smart move.
what are your intentions with my Kip? I'm serious. He's crazy about you.
Crazy about him too.
Getting information too.
Are you miserable too? Nobody wants to be kept a secret.
Oh, he's not.
He is.
I guess it was in his facial expressions or something and I missed it, but it wasn't kind of signaled to me. This is just kind of being told to me now. If it was shown to me earlier, I missed it. I'll just say. I don't know if it's my failing or not, or the show's. I don't know.
I've been honest.
I know. And he's so in love with you that he'll put up with it. But it's killing him. I'm not saying any of this to be mean. I'm really not. And you seem great. But he's great too. He deserves sunshine. And so do you.
I just, would hope that she had a similar conversation with Kip too, or at least with Kip first. I don't know. I don't know about just talking only to your best friend's or good friend's boyfriend without talking to your friend, I don't know how this is going to play out. I don't think they're going to stay together, but it kind of should have been something that Kip decides to do, I feel. Anyway, we'll see how it plays out instead of the person who kind of has the more power in the situation, because Kip, yeah, it's totally, he's a big star. Kip's going to completely be gaga, stars in his eyes. Anyway, at least minimally, there should have been some kind of attempt to see him struggle through whether he wants to do this or not instead of have it chosen for him. We'll see. Anyway, I'm not being clear. Maybe I'll be clearer after in the post-analysis. We just went through a situation with Stranger Things where a gay boy is in love with his best friend. And the show decided, despite the clues it had planted, that the best friend was quote-unquote straight and didn't return the feelings romantically. But it didn't even give the chance for Will to find out the truth, whether that was true. It just assumed it for him. And I don't know if this is a perfect analogy, but I want Kip to have some, figuring it out himself and have some agency here. We'll see. I'm just accepting that Kip's kind of gaga. Okay, I'm a little confused, I will admit. I'll have clearer thoughts after time. Anyway, that makes these shows interesting. These things are complicated.
You know the Kingfisher? It's the bar I told you about where I watch all your games. A couple of my friends are throwing just like a little party there. It's a gay bar.
You can't go to a gay bar.
Just come as my friend.
That wouldn't work. You can't be seen at a gay bar.
I was thinking,
I can't do that. I wish I could.
I think I would have been happier if this particular exchange had happened before some of the other scenes. It would show Kip's misery. So anyway, I'm not going to follow along. I'm sorry if my disruptions are distracting to people. I'm a little distracted, I'll admit.
And I love you.
I love you too.
In a few years. But it'll go by quickly, I promise. And then we can be normal, with like other people.
You can't expect him to wait for you.
I heard what you said in your speech tonight. I know that they're your family. I have a family too. And I keep lying to them, and I don't want to. I miss my dad. I'm gonna go home tonight.
My parents were both junior hockey coaches, and they were hit by a drunk driver when I was 12 years old. Mercifully for me, the St. Thomas scholarships existed. St. Thomas filled it with hope. The hope of a new family. In hockey, I found what I was missing. The family I craved, the family that I needed, that I still need today. Hockey gave it to me.
Hey, my boy. Come here. What's up?
Oh.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
For what? You got nothing to be sorry for, silly.
So it's over? Scott Hunter's chosen that hockey life, and it's not compatible, so let Scott have his life, you have yours. Are they still together? Okay, now it's the Olympics. Alright, that was the end. Just gave me a lot to think about. They had a mutual understanding, and it ended. That was kind of implied by all of that. It sucks. Like, Scott really loves him, and vice versa. Sucks. I feel like, I don't know, I have no experience with the situation of dating an elite sports guy. But maybe if it had been less emotional and less, putting so much hope for the future. But I don't know if that's really possible in these situations, particularly for Scott, since he's like trapped and Kip is the one man in the world he can be with. He can't just go out and shop around. He can't. There's more about there's things I haven't considered too. But yeah, there's real problems in that situation. Okay, well, anyway, those are my comments for now. Patreon supporters, give me your comments and questions, and I'll answer them. Okay, I think it's 3 or 4 days after I watched the episode, and I'm now going to read Patreon comments. Weird Emoji ASCII Characters says, I think when Scott invited Kip to go to the restaurant, I think he knew it would be busy, and therefore have the excuse to invite Kip back to his place. Ooh, clever girl. I guess so. Yeah, though, one of my little nitpicks about this episode. Okay, first of all, before I go further, I don't want people to have a negative impression that I dislike the show. I don't. I like this show a lot. The things I nitpick on when I express trouble following or I have a critique of this or that, I overall really like the show because it has a lot of heart. And I was editing some of the recent, the previous episodes, and when Shane saw that Ilya won the cup, he looked that was so sweet. And it's so surprising, pleasantly surprising to see it. This didn't go the cliche route of two people who are enemies to lovers who are on rival teams, but they're actually like in love with each other. Oh, it's touching. And having to deal with the closet. And Elena, is that her name? The friend's, I think that's her name, saying, "You're great, but my friend's great too, and he needs sunshine." And you, anyway, I'm very, these pull at my heartstrings. So it tackles a real issue. I appreciate this episode for tackling the issue of dating someone who's in the closet, with the wisdom of doing that and opening up that question. And here, definitely takes the side of, no, that's not something you want to do, but I have more thoughts on that. I'll say more later. But one of my nitpicks, though, was sometimes characters do things that I'm like, that wasn't smart. Like, if you're going to freak out about being in a art exhibition, why did you go with him? You should have known better. Or inviting Scott to your party at a gay bar, inviting the star hockey player to a gay bar. Like, that makes much sense? No. And so I'm not sure people are as clever as this comment thinks Scott might have been in inviting Kip to a crowded restaurant. I don't know. What do I see for Scott and Kip going forward? My take is that they've broken up. It wasn't clear to me until he put the sock on and covered up the banana. Wait, you know what? That could symbolize he's keeping him in the closet. Because why would he be wearing the banana socks at all? You know what? I'm not sure anymore. Good question. All Kip said was that he was going to go home and return to his dad. It minimally was a withdrawing from the intensity the relationship had, where Kip was spending all of his time at Scott's place. Maybe they're not broken up. Maybe. But I will say, though, whatever it is, it was amicable. It makes sense for them to withdraw, because Scott has his life. He made clear in his speech, hockey is his life. That's his choice. And it's not compatible with keeping, somebody in the shadows. It's not fair for that person. Kip wanted to spend time with his friends and family. They had their lives. Poe Ant says, just FYI, that's Hunter, not Turner. Oh, okay. I said the wrong thing during the reaction. Whoops. All right. Scott Hunter. All right. Sounds more like a porn name. Okay. Hey, Megan jumped in my lap. Hello, Megan. Brooks says, Ilya is the captain of the Boston Raiders. Shane is the captain of the Montreal Metros, and Scott is the captain of the New York Admirals. This is one of the things I wanted to say. Like, all of the star players are gay or queer. It's funny to me. This is a very queer supremacist show, implying that, all of the star players are queer. Oh, Megan's licking my hand. One of the reasons why I think Scott is so drawn to Kip is because Scott is constantly surrounded by heteronormative culture and people. This is painfully true in sports. Kip is like a breath of fresh air because it's clear that Kip is unapologetically queer and himself. He's grounded and different than other people in his day-to-day life. Scott craves what Kip has, yes. Freedom to be himself. You could say Kip broke Scott's routine, Lamau. Kip is also the only person in the world that knows who he is, truly is. That alone is a whole another level of vulnerability with a person. I agree. And so in a way, it's kind of unfair for Scott as well, because he's the first person you're able to be yourself with. I think there was some idealizing of him. I don't know. I thought it was a little too googly eyes because, here's the one. Kip was kind of Scott's Tammy for people who know the Byler fandom and Stranger Things. Not to say that Kip is like Tammy exactly, but the analogy means that Scott shouldn't just be with the very first person he feels like he can be out to. Like, he should see more of the world. So kind of like how Mike is Elle's Tammy from Stranger Things. I'm speaking in Stranger Things, which might not make sense to Heated Rivalry fans, but to many of my channel fans, yes. Kip just wants to respect Scott as much as he can, and if that means hiding himself away in the relationship, then he will, to protect him. That's why he wasn't telling the people he was closest to. Yeah. Still, I think Elena at least that's clearly his best friend, would have kept the secret. And she was kind of a little taken aback that he wouldn't trust her, you know? I think it was too much. I mean, I see the logic. You're presenting the logic. Yes. And it's not that I didn't see that. I think Elena could have known. He needs one person to confide with. In that way, it was a bit extreme in character in my opinion, for Kip to do that. And set things up for where he kind of had to break things off or withdraw. I don't know if they're an item still, I don't know. Farana says, I'm curious, what is your prediction about Scott's arc? Where do you think his arc will go? Okay, here's where I go into, I think that he's going to be a love interest for Shane. I could be wrong. I've been wrong about potential relationships in the past. Ronald from the future here to say that I've been wrong about a relationship in the past because we were queer baited and the show set it up, making us think it was going to happen, and then pull the rug out from under us. And the end result made no sense. Just have to say that. But I think this wasn't simply a side quest. We just had, if you just look at what just happened, at the end of episode 2, Shane had an unsatisfying encounter with Ilya. And we had this episode introduce us to Scott, and the way it all preceded the Olympics. So it's now bringing, it's like a parallel, it's like a flashback bringing us now to the present, which episode 4, I assume, will return us to. I think there's going to be a love triangle. I could be wrong, but if said love triangle happens, Scott will find, oh, here's someone who is in a similar boat as me. I won't have this kind of unequal relationship. And for Shane, here's someone who's not an asshole and not emotionally closed off. However, I do think the characterization we have of Scott, of what we talked about a second ago, of how he kind of, I think, idealized Kip. There's something superficial, I think, in how lovey-dovey they were, because here's the one person who sees Scott for who he is. And so he may project also onto Shane, or not. I just think that what Shane and Ilya have is more, they see each other for who they are, if that makes sense. I think that's stronger, potentially stronger, if Ilya can stop being an asshole. Michaela says, so I know we're on a new show, but we can't ever forget Byler. Yes, Byler is real. Byler lives. We will never forget Byler. Who do you think is the Mike and the Will of this show? Interesting. I'm not sure what you mean by the Mike and the Will. I'm assuming you're asking who I think should be Endgame, if that's your definition. I think it's Shane and Ilya. However, Ilya doesn't deserve Shane right now because Ilya's being an asshole, and Shane would be better served by Scott right now. However, Shane and Ilya are Endgame in my opinion. And one of my theories of what's going on with Ilya is he's dealing with, I guess he could be the Mike, because I was just adding things up. He's at the peak of his career right now. He won the Stanley Cup and he won the MVP award. And so he's probably not feeling nearly as much pressure now from his dad and from his country. So I think what's going on is, I think when Shane and Ilya had penetrative sex, that they both fell deeper in love. And they both have had different reactions to that. It was after that Shane, had that touching moment looking at Ilya winning the cup. Ilya stopped texting Shane, and Ilya withdrew. I think they both fell deeper in love, and Ilya's reaction to that was, my theory is that he's bisexual, and he knows that. However, he feels obligated to marry a woman, but he's realizing he loves a man. So I think that's his crisis. So he's using Shane at the moment for sex and trying to close off an emotional connection because he doesn't want to feel that love again. That's my theory. We will see. And I will watch episode 4 tonight. Tristan Thurman says, the idea of having to go back into the closet for someone is hard and also a really common storytelling device. Do you believe they showed the nuances and difficulties well? I think it could have been better, honestly. I think it was fine. However, 2 things. I said during the reaction, I think the Kip inviting Scott to his friend's party could have happened before the fundraiser, and also more of his actual sadness not being with his dad and feeling distant from his dad and his friends. And then I think could have been more his decision, him making a clear choice that this wasn't right for him. instead of what ended up happening, where he invited Scott to a party and had a fail and then goes home to his dad. It's not as actually clear to me. The fact that it's not clear to me whether they've actually broken up is also okay. I'm kind of jumping around, but I'd hope there to be, if the show wants to make a statement that this wasn't healthy for Kip, I wanted to see things from Kip's point of view more, and him having, you know, the dazzly eyes at the same time as feeling the pain of, you know, the negative effect on his life, and then him coming to a decision. Because what happened was we had Elena intervene. That's what we, the audience, see with Scott. Instead of having that frank and more complete argument with Kip, her own friend. When I'm not saying she's evil, I'm just saying she means well, and she, in the end, she was arguing for something good to happen, for them to step away or withdraw. But I think it would have been better on her part if she had talked to Kip. And in the end, Scott, it didn't even matter in the end, because Scott didn't act on what Elena was saying. It was Kip who, anyway, I thought that was disjointed, because the speech, the statement that affected us, the audience, actually didn't have effect in the plot because it was directed at Scott, and it was Kip who made a decision, which moreover wasn't a clear decision. It wasn't really, I guess it's implied that he decided to end things, but anyway, those are my criticisms. However, as I've said, I haven't consumed much queer media. I appreciate this episode happening, and it's and the discussion is causing me to have internally and with Patreon supporters. It's interesting stuff. It's also something I have no personal experience in, and so I'm kind of learning as we go, learning from this, from thinking about this. Okay. All right, so I had some other comments that were not covered yet. Yeah, there was a power imbalance in Kip and Scott's relationship, where Kip was accommodating Scott's career, and Kip was changing his life a lot in order for Scott to maintain his life. And I think that the only way this could have really worked, in my opinion, in my uninformed opinion with my limited experience, is that if they had been clear that this couldn't be as deep as it turned out to be, because they couldn't get too emotionally invested. Kip was spending virtually no time with his friends and family. He was that into Scott. And another problem is that there might be you can get really hurt, because the whole time Scott is prioritizing his life over you. He's prioritizing his life over you living your life openly. If there is an open honesty about that, and I don't think they ever had that conversation, and Kip was getting more in love and idealizing Scott, even though Scott was kind of using him, then yeah, Kip could be really hurt, really devastated. Like, imagine a situation where the two of them are at that Mexican restaurant and they're confronted. What could Scott do in that situation? Oh, he's gay? I didn't know that. So you actually weren't talking to me about a ad sponsorship? You were just trying to hit on me? You see what I'm saying? Like, he could have thrown Kip under the bus, and that'd be really devastating. Because yeah, Scott is prioritizing his life over Kip in that sense. So the only way I could see it working is if it were very frank and honest and casual. So, oh yeah, another evidence of a love triangle with Shane, Hunter, and Ilya is that Ilya and Scott were trash talking. I also wonder if Scott knows about Ilya and Shane, because when they had their face-off, Shane and Scott, you saw Scott say, "Oh, you talk just like him," referring to Ilya, telegraphing to Shane that he knows they're together? Kind of, I think. Yeah, what else could that mean? So Scott, using that to bully Shane? That's kind of fucked up. Being gay and closeted himself. Okay, so my rating. From 0 to 10, I give this a 7. And you should know that I'm a tough grader. Anything above 5 is good. Is very good, in my opinion. I like what the show's dealing with this issue, taking on a thorny topic, and all of the interesting thinking that has prompted in me. So that's it. So that's my analysis of episode 3. I'm going to now watch episode 4. If you enjoy my reactions and analysis, subscribe. My videos come out on YouTube weekly, but once they're done, my Patreon supporters can see them, and also they get to see the full versions, my reactions to the full episodes. And also, so yeah, I think that's it. So I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll see you in the next episode.